Hello, and thank you so much for joining me, and welcome to your practice. So every time we come back to our mats, and this is often the hardest part, is getting to the mat. So congratulations. But every time we come back to the mat, we have an opportunity to get to know ourselves a little bit more, to go a little bit deeper with our self-relationship, our physical relationship with ourselves, our mental and emotional relationship with ourselves. So we get the opportunity to listen and to explore. So I want you to have a playful attitude, a curious attitude as we breathe and we move, and go ahead and take any pressure off the table. We can go ahead and pull the plug on the pressure for you to perform in any way, or for your practice to look in any certain way, or for it to look like mine or your friend who's next to you, or anything like that. You're just coming to see how your body is doing today, what's going on in your mind and your body, and that's what we're doing. We're just welcoming ourselves, yeah? And we do it every time that we come back. We come with this attitude of equanimity. So let's explore. Start in child's pose. And we'll do child's pose with the arms out in front of us. So you can have the knees together if you'd like, or maybe just a little bit separate, but not super, super wide. You'll see why in a moment. Let's bring the arms out in front of us. Bring the forehead down to the ground and begin to breathe. You're already breathing, but begin to become aware of your breath. Maybe smoothing out the breath. Slow inhale, slow exhale.
So maybe it's the first time today that you gave attention to your breath, that you've thought about it. So we're carving out that space to bring our attention
away from whatever we've been thinking about, whatever we've been ruminating about or worrying about. And we're just coming here onto the four corners of your mat, into your body, into your breath.
Beautiful. Come up onto the fingertips now.
Bring the elbows up. Reach out through the fingers, so you're coming as far forward as you can, but then pull the shoulder blades back, so you're reaching in both directions at the same time.
Shoulders are moving away from the ears. Fingertips are moving towards the top of the mat. Forehead still on the ground here. And we're just breathing into the side ribs and the back body and the front body, so your inhales are 360 degrees. And the arms are active. We're beginning to roll up. And the way I want you to roll up is I want you to push down through the knees. Tuck the chin to the chest and push down through your shins. So the back of the heart is kind of, is the first thing that's moving forward. Press down through the shins to lift the torso up. We move up slow, 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 until the shoulders come over the wrists. The palms can come down onto the mat, so that they're all the way down instead of up onto the fingertips. Now, arch the back, push the booty up. We're going to open the throat, open the heart as we gaze up. Shoulders move away from the ears, and we push the booty back to the heels, child's pose. So it's like a moving cat-cow. You can come onto the fingertips, or maybe you leave the hands down. We'll do this again. Tuck the chin to the chest. Press down through the shins to begin to lift up. The back is rounded as you move forward. Shoulders come over the wrists, and then we begin to arch, coming into cat pose. Heart center pulls forward as if maybe you had a hook at your heart and somebody had a string and was pulling you forward. And we'll sink all the way back. Let's do that twice with breath now. So inhale, tuck the chin, press down through the shins as you round and come up.
And then drop the belly, arch the back as you come back once more.
Inhale, come forward.
And exhale, come back. And we're going to switch it up. We're going to add on, actually.
So next time on your inhale, you're going to pull yourself forward, slow, slow, slow.
And the right arm will reach out and the left leg will reach out. And on the exhale, as you come back, hips to heels, everything comes back where it was.
Go towards the other side. Inhale, round as you come forward. You can even kind of drag the hands towards the knees to find some resistance as you pull forward. Left arm, right leg reaches out. And exhale, come back. Again, on the right side. Inhale, curl, press down into the shins. Reach right arm, left leg. And exhale, child's pose. Round as you come forward. Left arm, right leg. And exhale, child's pose. And we're going to continue to pull back. So we're just dragging the hands back towards us as the torso slowly lifts up. Hands will come onto knees as the torso unfurls. Cat-cow in the back seated. Inhale, open heart, open throat. And exhale, round and curl. Again, inhale, open heart, open throat. And exhale, round and curl. Let's do this adding the arms. Inhale, open, big T. And exhale, big hug, right arm over left. Grab opposite shoulders, round. Inhale, big open. And exhale, left arm over right, curl. Inhale, T, hands open. Sweep the arms down and back, and we'll come all the way up. Drag the hands forward. Arms come up, cactus the arms, slight back bend. Really engage the belly here. And let's slide the hands forward as the hips go back. Child's pose. Beautiful. Couple rounds of breath here. In stillness. And we begin to move again. Press down through the shins. Same thing we were doing earlier. Let's move a little bit slower. So find that resistance as you press down through the shins. Dig the hands into the mat and pull the hands towards the knees as the torso moves forward. Eventually, the shoulders come over the wrist. And then the left arm comes out. Right leg comes out. Scoop back. Child's pose. Beautiful. Again, press down through the shins, claw into the mat, drag the hands back as you pull the torso forward. Right hand, left leg. And exhale, child's pose. Twice more. Inhale, curl forward, claw the ground, left arm, right leg. And exhale, down once more, other side. And inhale, curl forward, claw in. And reach out. Right arm, left leg. And child's pose. This time sit the hips to the heels as we round and come up. You're rounded as you do. Hands come to knees. And then spread the knees a little bit wider here. And we'll take some spinal rolls. So going from one side all the way 3, 4, 5 times. And then we'll switch it up going the other way. Finding some space in the spine. Beautiful. And inhale, tee the arms, open up wide. And exhale, right arm over left, and we'll eagle arms this time. If this doesn't work for you, you can grab the arms twice or once, or you can also grab the shoulders again. So eagling the arms. Exhale. Elbows into the belly. And inhale, rise up onto the knees as you have a slight back bend. Exhale, come all the way down, elbows to the belly. Inhale, press down through the shins to lift up, slight back bend. Again, engage the belly. Exhale, curl. And inhale, once more, come up. This time we open up the arms, big cactus of the arms. And exhale, come back, take a seat. We'll do this on the other side. Inhale, tee the arms. And exhale, left arm over right. Eagle the arms. Take a moment to get where you'd like to be here. Might be different on this side. And then exhale, we'll curl. Elbows to belly. Inhale, press down through the shins to lift up. And exhale, curl.
Again, inhale, push and lift. And exhale, curl. Once more. Inhale, push down and lift up. And open up, cactus the arms, engage the belly. Open the arms as you sit back, hips to heels, arms come forward. Child's pose. Beautiful. One more inhale. And exhale. I'm just going to turn my body because I think you can see it better if I turn this way. So still in child's pose. And we're going to press down through the shins. We're going to come all the way up, standing onto the knees. And we'll do that by pressing down through the shins so much the torso will unfurl, hips to heels first. And then lift the arms up. And as we lift the arms up, again, you're pressing down into the shins. Yes. Right leg is going to come out to the right side. Left arm is going to come down. Right arm comes over. Yeah, so we've got a big stretch here. Really long from the fingers all the way down to the back toes. And then check in with your left shoulder. It wants to roll in, but we're going to roll it back and create lots of space between the left ear and the left shoulder. So we're going to begin to move with breath here. So on an exhale, we're going to sink the booty back down to the left heel as we swoop the right arm over and reach it towards the right foot. Maybe it comes back even farther. And then inhale, we swoop forward. Maybe the hand brushes the earth. Inhale, push and lift. Twice more like this. Exhale. Inhale, any artistic liberty here is welcome. Once more. Exhale. And inhale, come all the way up. So a little bit different this time. Bring the heel in just slightly. And when we bring the booty down, it'll come down to the ground. And turn all the way over the right leg. So the left foot should be kind of close to the right leg. You can kind of pull it in if you'd like. A couple rounds of breath here. And slowly lift up and turn to center. So we'll square the hips towards front. So the legs are open. The hips aren't squared towards the foot. They're squared open. Yeah. Take the right hand to the left leg, left hand behind, and we'll take a twist here. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears, gazing over the left shoulder. And slowly release, and we just fold forward. So you can come head into the hands if this feels okay, or you can come all the way down to the ground. Notice the right foot though. Often it wants to roll in, and like the right booty bone will come up. I want to keep those toes turned up and see if you can keep the booty on the floor. So maybe that means you push the ground away. So find that that medium between pulling yourself forward and finding the edge and then keeping your booty down on the floor. So that it should be a little bit more intense. And we'll come all the way up. Beautiful. Cross the legs. Plant the hands, and we'll come back to sitting onto the knees. Just take an inhale here. And an exhale here. Release the hands down by the side. On an inhale, we'll brush the hands forward as we press down into the shins. Lift the arms up. And exhale, right hand comes down, left leg comes out. Same thing on the other side. Roll the shoulders back, create space between the ears and the shoulders. External rotation on both, but especially this right arm here. Really press down through the fingers and the knuckles of your right hand. Beautiful. Inhale here. And then exhale, the booty comes down towards the heel as the left leg will turn up so the toes come up. And the left arm reaches back. So we'll move with breath from here. Inhale, turn and lift. See how my left foot comes down, plants. And then as I push the hips back, the left toes will come up. And inhale, come up. Exhale, sink the booty down. Left toes come up. Should be feeling really nice in the inner thigh. Inhale, lift. Let's bring the right heel in a little bit. And when we take a seat, the booty will come all the way down to the ground. Hands come all the way over the left leg and fold forward. Maybe you do a lift, pull the heart forward and fold. Crown of the head reaching forward. But don't crank the neck back. See if you can reach the crown of the head forward. And slowly come up and open up the hips so that they're square. Beautiful. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Press down through the sit bones, lift up through the spine, and take a twist over the right shoulder. And slowly release, and we fold forward. So either head and a hand. This can be nice if you have a block. Great place for a block. And also onto the hands, so you can find that kind of in between. And you can use the hands to push you away and also to pull you forward. This is isometric action that we're using. So you can feel what it's like to push yourself back, really grounding the sit bones, and then pulling yourself forward, arching the back. So even cat-cow right here. Check in with the left toes, make sure that they're popping up. So find where you'd like to be. A couple more rounds of breath. And we release. Cross the legs. Tabletop position. Stay here for just a moment. Get some wiggles out. And then tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Take some movement here. And begin to walk the feet forward. Ragdoll, top of the mat. Have the heels slightly out. Grab opposite elbows. And then release the hands. All right, we'll do something a little bit different. Plant the hands down so you can bend your knees as much as you'd like. Take the right foot off the left side of the mat. So you're going to step behind, bend the knees, and then reach the hands over towards the right side as far as you can. Ooh, this should feel good. So reaching towards the right side of the mat as far as you can, but then you're leaning the hips and the heels, putting weight into the heels, leaning the hips back. Should be getting a lot on the left IT band. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you can plant the hands down. We're going to take a big step back with the right foot. Plant the back heel down, and we're going to walk back there to Skandasana. You can stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Hands can come down. They can come to your heart. And then we're going to move towards the front of the mat. Same thing, Skandasana. So maybe you push yourself all the way up, or maybe you stay low. Skandasana, top of the mat. And then right hand plants as we turn towards the left. So right hand plants, we're going to turn towards the left. Left arm comes up. So here we really want to think about pulling back onto the left hip crease. And also one thing is that we often drop the right hip. You see how I'm twisting open? You can put your hand on the sacrum and it should be pretty flat here. So we don't want to drop this hip too much and twist. We want both legs to be strong. Pull back on the left hip. Left arm comes up. We're going to push the left arm back. It goes back. And then it plants on the outside of the left foot as we straighten both the legs and pour forward. Begin to lunge forward. Left arm reaches forward, takes a big loop back. And as it plants down, we pour over the front leg. So both the legs do not need to be straight, but that's just kind of the direction that we're going. Once more, lunge into the left leg, reach forward with the left arm, come all the way back, gaze follows the thumb, and pour forward, wide pyramid pose. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, and then bend the knees. We'll take a big step forward, right foot meets the left. Find some buoyancy in the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Once more. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. So we do the same thing on the other side. The left foot comes behind and off the right side of the mat. Really plant the heels down. Send the booty back to like the right corner of the room as the hands come over towards the left. So we're kind of twisting here. You can even dial the front foot as if you were going to turn the front foot, plant it and turn it counterclockwise and see if that intensifies it in your hip. That's what you're going for. And breathe. Once more, inhale. And exhale. We take a big step back with the left foot and we're going to walk the hands back into Skandasana. Sink the hips low. A few rounds of breath here. Hands can be to heart center or on the ground. But try to put more weight into the tailbone. Lift the crown of the head up. And we go towards the top of the mat. Begin to walk towards the top of the mat, Skandasana. Does not have to be this low. You can be in a high Skandasana like this. And then we turn towards the top of the mat. The left hand plants, the right arm comes up. So remember again, we're not twisting the whole body here. We want both legs to be really strong. Pull back on the right hip crease and then lean into the shoulders. You know how I just said to dial the foot counterclockwise? In this pose, see what it feels like to dial that foot, to plant it down really hard. Dial it just a little bit to the right. You might be able to feel this a little bit more. The arm, right arm, comes back. And as it turns down towards the outside of the right foot, both legs straighten and you pour forward. We'll begin to move with breath. Inhale, take a lunge. Arm reaches forward, reaches up and back as we bow. Straighten the legs. Once more. Inhale, reach forward. Up and back as we straighten the legs. Once more. Inhale, reach forward, up and back, and straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the heart forward. And exhale, bend the knees and take a big step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands and we'll step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward, plank pose. And exhale, bring the knees down. We push the booty back, child's pose. And put some of this together here. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, press down through the shins. Claw the hands towards the knees as you round and come forward. Inhale, right leg or right arm stretches, left leg stretches, and bring it back down, child's pose. Chin to chest, press down, claw the hands back. Left arm, right leg extend, and exhale, come down. Inhale, round forward. This time, tuck the toes, press back downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Bend the knee and open the hip. See what it feels like to have an outer spiral with the upper left thigh and the upper right thigh. So you're really thinking about externally rotating on both thighs and press down more into the right hand. One more big inhale here. And exhale, knee to nose, curl in, press the ground away. Inhale, up and back and open. The hip will come all the way open. And exhale, knee to nose. This time, step all the way through. Beautiful. Lunge, gaze forward. Plant the left hand. Inhale, we're going to reach forward, up and back. We've been here. And exhale, fold. Inhale, forward, up and back. So you can keep both legs really strong here. Exhale, fold forward. So we know what we're doing with the arms. So let's really focus on the legs. Inhale, reach forward, up and back. And this time stay into the lunge. We're gonna bend the back knee just a little bit, round the upper back and press down through the front heel. Leave the arms down, round the upper back, and we'll slowly unfurl as we come open, and then lift the arms up. See what it feels like to pull back the ribs. You can think about the back ribs, that if you could pull them back and like make a stamp with them or something. Like if you were going to stamp the back a little bit, see what it feels like. You should feel it also on the front of the left thigh. See what that feels like. One more inhale here. Pull back the right hip crease. And exhale, warrior two. Just for a couple rounds of breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, tilt back. And exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. And exhale, bring the knees down, child's pose. We'll do the same thing on the other side, but let's take a couple rounds of breath here. Tuck the chin to the chest. Begin to round as you come forward. This time left leg or left arm, right leg. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just do the opposite. And inhale, roll forward and do the other side. And exhale, curl. Child's pose. Inhale, roll forward into tabletop. Tuck the toes, lead with the hips as you go back downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Bend the knee and then open both the hips. So think about externally rotating both of the hips open. And then press down through the left hand to square the shoulders. Press down even more through the right foot to really root in there. And then exhale, knee to nose, round the back, push the ground away. Inhale, press back, tripod, open leg, tripod. And exhale, curl it in and step all the way through. Inhale, we lunge. And we bring the left arm forward, up, back, and down. Straighten the legs as you pour forward, twice more. Lunge, inhale. Really strengthen the legs here. Forward and down. Inhale. And this time, leave the legs into a lunge. Check the feet, make sure that they're on train tracks. Then bend the back leg just a little bit. Pull back on the left hip crease and begin to round the back. Come onto the fingertips or onto blocks. And we'll slowly press down into the front heel, especially as we roll up into a crescent lunge. So you can even think about having that foot dialing. Now we're talking about the dialing a little bit. Dialing out towards the counterclockwise, I guess it would be, with the front leg. So a little bit dialing out. Pull the right hip forward, the left hip back. And you kind of see I got like a little arch here in my back. That will go away if I pull my ribs back a little bit. This also zips up my front, the front of my body, my abs and my core. So lots of little micro adjustments I'm giving you today. Maybe one will stick. Don't worry about making them all stick. And we open up warrior two. Got a nice pop there. Press down through both of the heels evenly. Sink a little bit deeper. And inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, plant both of the hands down into a lunge. And downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, wave forward. And exhale, plant the knees, and we'll come back onto a seat. Hips to the heels. Maybe separate the knees here if you'd like. And just take a moment feeling into the body. And take a few rounds of breath seated to close. Let's actually take a few spirals here. Spiraling out. Both sides. So I hope that you felt some energy be cultivated in this practice, some energy and some space. And that, yeah, you had a chance to watch your thoughts to see what comes up. Let me know what came up for you when you're trying new ways to move. Oftentimes there's frustration. Sometimes there is a playfulness in it. And it's just really interesting to be able to watch our self-talk as we move, especially as we move into new ways. So really trying to stay close to the breath and staying close to a sense of exploration. So I invite you to come back to this practice and see if it comes into your body a little bit more, see what changes in your mind and in your breath and all of the things. So we're really just explorers and investigators. So be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and I hope that you enjoyed this practice. So I hope to see you on your mat again. Thanks so much. And if you want to learn more about me, all kinds of things about me at colechanceyoga.com, per the name. So, ciao. See you next time.